It's time to confront the final dream boss of this run, the Soul Tyrant. So let's warp to the tall bench in the City of Tears and go through the shortcut into the Soul Sanctum. As with all other Dream Boss refights, the entrance to the Dream World is located near the original boss's arena. Let's head there. In this room, we need to climb a bit to the upper floor, go right and use the elevator. After that, we'll climb a bit further and then leave through the exit on the left. Here we can simply super dash left and eventually we'll reach the boss arena. Dropping down through the hole the Soul Master created will lead us to his body and we can use the Dream Nail to enter his dream. In this fight the combo mod can help a lot. Though even without it we're still way overpowered, so it won't take long to defeat the Soul Tyrant. And that's the end of phase 1. Phase 2 will be over almost immediately after he stops with his dive bombing barrage. And this was even without the fragile strength charm. Laughably easy even compared with the God Tamer fight. With the Soul Tyrant's demise we're pretty much done. The only thing left for 112% completion are the 4 Pantheons in God Home. Before doing that, however, I would like to complete the Hunter's Journal and show you what happens when you present it to the Hunter. I would still like to at least unlock God Home so we can warp to the bench there when we are finished with the Hunter. We need to kill a few enemies on the way there for the Hunter's Journal anyway. So we drop down here and we start retracing our steps to where the hidden tunnel leading to Flukmarm was. Here, instead of going in the tunnel, we'll climb past it. This will eventually lead us to a wooden beam which we can destroy to open a shortcut, as well as a cracked ceiling which we can also destroy. Then we should continue through the exit behind the ceiling. This room is similar to the one in the deep nest, but instead of garpits there are flugmungus that we need to kill for the hunter's journal. They are quite tanky and do 2 masks of damage on contact. Also, when they see you, they will start charging and won't stop until they reach the end of the lane they're in. Unfortunately, this makes them quite annoying to deal with, since they are much faster than us while charging. If you don't need to kill them for the journal, it's very easy to skip them by simply shadow dashing through them. In any case, we need to keep going left until we reach the junk pit. Here we are. The sarcophagus where the Godseeker is locked in is all the way on the left side of the junk pit. We can unlock it with a simple key. Doing so will cause the Godseeker to fall from it and drop the God Tuner. The God Tuner is completely useless to us since we've already defeated all the bosses required to unlock the 4 Pantheons. But even if we hadn't, its only use is to show us that the boss we are fighting is required for a certain Pantheon. After dream nailing the Godseeker, we'll be transported in God Home. Here we can unlock the bench and then go back to the hunter. Like I said, we've already defeated all the necessary bosses, so going by the first 3 Pantheons will automatically unlock them. The 4th Pantheon will unlock only after we've completed the first 3. Similarly, the 5th one will unlock after completing the ones before it. But right now, let's just unlock the bench, and before warping to Greenpath and the Hunter, let's exit God Home through the portal and go visit the Fluke Hermit and unlock the shortcut between the City of Tears and the Junk Pit. The easiest way to reach the Fluke Hermit is by scaling the wall on the left and using Super Dash when we reach the top. Alternatively, we could simply follow the platforms all the way to the right. The Fluke Hermit is a bit up and to the right beyond the hidden tunnel and behind the breakable door. Here is the tunnel, and this is the door. If we had the Fluke Nest charm equipped, we would get extra dialogue lines from the Fluke Hermit. Now we can go back a bit and then continue climbing up until we reach the wooden beams we need to destroy in order to open the shortcut near the nailsmith's hut. There are a few geostones on the way you can destroy if you need the geo for some reason. After opening the shortcut we can save quit. This will take us back to the Godseeker. We can then dream nail him again and enter God Home so we can use the bench. The fastest way to reach the bench is by scaling the left wall until we reach the clouds and then super dashing right. Before going back to the hunter, there are a couple of journal entries I've still not unlocked, so let's first warp to the bench near the lake Afun. I'll also remove the Grimchild charm and equip the Wayward Compass and Gathering Swarm. The compass will be useful later. The reason I needed to come here is because one of the two types of enemies I've yet to unlock, the Aluba, is flying over the lake. As you can see, it's very easy to reach him. The other missing entry is again for an enemy in Green Path. This one is the Maskfly. They can be found in a lot of places in Green Path, but I think the easiest to reach is from the bench in the waterfall area. And by unlocking all entries in the Hunter's Journal, we've now received the Keen Hunter achievement. We can now continue our way to the Hunter's Den. We can super dash the rest of the way. Once we talk with him, he'll congratulate us for unlocking all of the entries, but he still does not recognize us as his equal. So we'll need to unlock all of his notes for each of those entries. Thanks to the bench warp mod, it only took me about 15 minutes to grind the kills I needed and come back here. And once we do that, we can unlock the secret optional boss fight with the Hunter. It's best to prepare as it's quite challenging. Just kidding. Despite the boss music, he only wants to present us with the Hunter's Mark, which will also unlock the True Hunter achievement. You can talk to him, but he doesn't have much to say. Anyway, we are now ready to confront the gods of the Pantheons and finally complete this Steel Soul mode RPG-like modded run. As usual, let's warp to the bench in Godhome and enter the first Pantheon. Thankfully, we no longer have to worry about dying and losing the run. Even if we die in Godhome, it's not considered an actual death since it's in the dream world. Let's exchange the Wayward Compass and Gathering Swarm charms for the Long Nail charm and get started with the god killing. To be honest, I didn't really plan to commentate similarly to the trials in the Colosseum, since there's not much to say about these refights, but even if I wanted to, all the bosses die so quickly I wouldn't have time anyway. This was actually the longest fight in the entire Pantheon. To be fair, the reason why I completed the Pantheon so quickly is largely because of the combo mod. It is ridiculously OP in the Pantheons since you can easily carry the damage multiplier between fights. As you can see, it was completely ridiculous. Definitely disable the combo mod before entering the pantheons. It's pointless to do them with it. Four and a half minutes. It's... yeah, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's absolutely ridiculous. And the next two pantheons won't be much different.
Dodega, possanza da bravo. Burrado instalado.
Yes. opinion.
And just like that, it took me less time to complete the first two pantheons than it did to finish the easiest one in the unmodded game. Hey guys! I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to see more from this game, you can check out my playlist over there. If you liked my content, please press the like button, and if you have any comments, opinions or suggestions, I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Thank you for spending your time with me and hope to see you again next time. Until then, have a good one.